I've mentioned my commitment to diversification in my recreational activities. I've mentioned that studies indicate this diversification is essential if one is to maintain fitness past age 60. So, how did I do in 2020? Let's find out. I didn't used to track my physical activity other than bicycling. This was partly because I didn't see the need to do so, but mostly because I had no physical activity other than bicycling. But my research into aging well showed that I needed to mix things up if I were to maintain my overall fitness into my senior years. So in mid-2011, I started adding other activities and tracking my time distribution. I would turn 58 later that year, and it seemed like a good time to start. The strategy has paid off. I feel as if I'm closer to my optimal fitness than I've ever been. But for this video, let's look at how well I applied the strategy in the year we just finished, 2020. Some overall numbers first. I had a total of 269 active days, which is okay. My lowest month was October with just 15 days. I had too much other stuff going on. My highest months were February, March, and April with 28, 31, and 29 days respectively. This is to be expected, as those months coincide with my 3F79, where I ride a bike for at least an hour a day for 79 days. My total hours of activity came to 388.9. That's disappointing. I was trying to get back to 10 hours per week, which I've done before. That would have been 520 hours for the year, so I fell well short of that mark. I plan on a slight increase in activity days for 2021, but mostly plan for longer sessions to hit 10 hours per week. I've modified what counts as activity over the years. For the past several years, I've been using my heart rate to determine if an activity should count. Lapping the yard on a riding mower doesn't count. Splitting firewood with a maul does. I count by tenths of an hour. It's easy and provides the level of accuracy I want. So here's how 2020 broke down. I had 197.2 hours on a bike, or about half of all my active hours. On the spreadsheet, I break that down into types of riding, but we'll go with just the aggregate here. Next highest was hiking, with 50 hours for the week. Hiking used to destroy my back, but that's no longer a problem, for which I'm grateful. I didn't change anything except to do more of it. I enjoy hiking. I like the benefits it offers, and it's something I can do with my wife. She used to bicycle with me, but hiking has been her thing for years, and I like hiking with her. Lifting, or resistance training, came in next at 45.7 hours. I've been lifting since my early teens. I never really wanted to bulk up. I lift because I enjoy the process of lifting and the benefits it provides. Next is the catch-all category of other with 28 hours. This is stuff that doesn't fit other categories or involves a diversity of activity in a single session. Maintaining the pump track on our property is a good example. I'm trimming trees, digging rock, shoveling dirt, tamping ramps, doing all kinds of stuff that keeps my heart rate elevated. Paddling came in next with an even 20 hours. I expect to increase that in 2021. We bought a kayak for my wife late last year, and this is something else we can do together. Besides the kayak, this category also includes my stand-up paddleboard and my pontoon fishing boat, although I almost never use that. Yoga and general stretching took up 15.5 hours. For years, this would have been second on the list after bicycling. I've fallen away from yoga, and the loss of flexibility has been profound. I need to get back to a regular regimen of yoga. Does yoga meet the qualifying heart rate threshold? Yes, easily. Hatha yoga is calming for the mind, but invigorating for the body. Next on the list is walking. This is not a casual stroll, nor is it power walking, which I don't do. It's walking with a purpose, at a brisk pace, and a typical example would be the 2-mile round-trip walk to the post office. Last on the list is running, with a meager 8/10 of an hour. I'm a horrible runner, and do it only occasionally because I'm so horrible I don't enjoy it. I only run at all because I think it provides some benefit that other activities do not. But on the day I'm writing this voiceover content, I bought a new pair of running shoes, with the intent of getting out more often. We'll see how it goes. 3 items stayed on the list despite having 0 time spent on them. One is calisthenics, which includes CrossFit WODs or workouts of the day. Other than lifting, I don't do much indoor exercise. But the intensity of these drills pays big dividends, and I intend to get back to them in 2021. The second item with zero time was snorkeling. I used to snorkel when we went to an island in Lake Erie for our anniversary each July. Indiana has some pretty restrictive diving laws, though, and it's kind of a hassle to snorkel in my home state. I'll probably work through the logistical issues and get back underwater next summer. We have several appealing diving spots in southern Indiana, and I'm cheating myself by not going there. And the last zero-sum item is windsurfing. I've never bought a rig. They aren't cheap, but they're cheaper than a sailboat, which is what I'd really like to have. Windsurfing stays on the spreadsheet because acquiring the equipment would be a reach, but not impossible. Sailing is the one thing I enjoy more than bicycling. I'd sell everything, buy an 11-meter sloop, and spend the rest of my life at sea. My wife, however, says no, and says it in a way that leaves no room for negotiation. C'est la vie. 2020 was a good year for my physical activity. 2021 will be an excellent year. I'm Rich Reese, and I'll see you out there.